It's all fun and games till someone gets shot.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. At the start of this video, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting me. 39,071 subscribers is something that I thought I would never achieve. I just started this channel by sharing my ideas, sharing my thoughts, and talking about a game that I like. And to see it go this far, to see it have this much of an impact, to see it influence so many other people to kind of do what they wanted to do as well, is amazing. I also want to say thank you to everyone who congratulated me on GOD 1. I know the ranks in this game is very inflated. I know a lot of people are kind of upset about that, myself included. I would like for everyone to be where they're supposed to be and not just be given participation trophies by the developers. But at the same time, this is the environment that the developers created, and we're just living in it. Now, the character that we're talking about in this video is LILI. Generally, as a whole, first off, is that we kind of wanted things to change. Going from season 2 to season 3, we wanted the whole entire roster to be nerfed, and that did not happen. Here is Main Man Sweet's video where he was kind of demonstrating which characters got massively buffed, somewhat buffed. Hippos means the characters did not change at all. And then you have a couple of nerfs for some characters. Now, the developers said more updates will be coming soon. We don't know if that's with Kunimitsu or sometime in the future, maybe season 4. We don't know. But as it currently stands, this is the meta. And at a pro level, these changes were significant enough to make people switch characters. But for the character LILI and characters like her, she has kind of been this underdog, this sleeping giant. One thing I said about season 2 as a whole is that yes, there is a bunch of characters who are really absurd. You look at the top row and you see the characters there, but there's a lot of characters underneath that who are, with one update, could be made the most diabolical thing in the game. And it seems like that is the case for Victor, Leo, Jack, and LILI. But it seems like LILI might be the standout of the pack. To show you a little bit of data on how players are taken to the new LILI changes, here we'll start off with season 1. This is LILI's win rate. You can see that she is, at the time of season 1, she is 6 from the bottom. As we enter in season 2, you know, they added a couple of more characters to the game. The meta shifts a little bit, just enough for her to rise up from 6, and now she's 11th from the bottom. Going from season 2 to season 3, starting off the game with having one of the worst win rates, and now season 3 she's kind of in the middle of the pack. You can see how much more lethal the character is becoming with each update that they do. And all of these buffs, all of these new additions that she's getting, it's kind of resulting in a lot of people jumping ship and picking up the character. We just looked at the win rates, but now let's look at the popularity. This is the usage data. You can see here in the season 1, LILI was very close to the top. She's about 13th place, which is very good for a female character. If you exclude the male characters, she was the second most played female character in season 1, so that is phenomenal. And that kind of doesn't change too much in season 2 when they add some more characters, once again, do some balancing. Her and Yoshimitsu is kind of side by side. Things change though in season 3. This is when some of the top tiers get nerfed, and like I said, she gets buffed. Now she is side by side with Reina, battling for the top spot as the most popular female character in the game. She is just outside of the top 10 at 11th place. And my guess is once tournaments gets going and once people start seeing what she's capable of, I think she will eventually eclipse Reina and become a top 10 spot most played female character in the game. The reason why I say this is because it already happened at the high ranks. High ranks basically mean everything above Tekken Emperor. A tweet that I made, kind of capturing the moment, says LILI is now the 4th most popular character in Tekken 8 at high ranks. For the first time since launch, LILI also places top 20 overall usage. And here you can see the screenshot that I captured, demonstrating how at the top level people are gravitating to LILI. As a Yoshi main, this kind of shakes me to my core because one of Yoshimitsu's worst matchups is LILI. So the fact that So seeing this character get stronger, seeing this character become more popular, this means that I really have to understand that matchup and lock in. And I guess the same is going to be true for everyone else because LILI is a special character who has advanced sidestepping where a lot of characters are kind of forced to just sit there. Yoshimitsu can spin, but it comes at the cost of health. Not only that, but she has like some crazy evasion tools like Matterhorn and then also that jump and move where she lands on the head. Those are more so the tools you will see online. but when you talk about the high level and then even higher at the pro level, she has some gnarly mechanics, some gnarly setups. Her wall Oki has always been pretty devious because she can kind of take you to the wall. She could jump to the side, regain a little heat while doing so, and then she basically makes you guess mid wall splat for a full combo or a low that knocks down and kind of puts you in a similar situation. Her having that back turn heat smash that is somewhat safer than other heat smashes because she's in back turn, that is something that's really crazy as well. But then the thing that they gave her in season 3 where they made her more of a back turn character, she could switch to back turn and then she could do moves out of it. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but LILI arguably has to be one of the best back turn characters in the game now, right? Yoshimitsu, he's not really like that. Raven got some stuff. What other characters can back turn like LILI can back turn? Arslan Ash tweeted, "Been playing LILI for a week. She feels really solid in season 3. Not broken like Anna was at the start of season 2, but definitely strong and well-rounded. Fakram still has too many bad matchups, while LILI feels consistent across most of the cast. Considering her seriously, GOD 6 with LILI in Japan soon. Let's go." This tweet from Arslan kind of sent shockwaves around the player base because he was kind of eyeing a lot of different characters. In season 2, I was aware that the Pakistani players were playing LILI. Like I seen him do a first to 10 against Atif, and Atif was playing LILI. So they always had this character on their radar. But like I said, with every other character coming down, she's a serious contender now. Arslan also was considering playing characters like Claudio, Fakram, as he mentioned, LILI, but in my opinion, I said this in the videos that I uploaded a little while ago, why don't he just stick with Nina? I guess we'll find out soon enough what he actually decides to do. One thing that I thought was really funny about this whole thing is how Arslan said, this is around the time of season 1, season 2-ish, "I can never main LILI, Anna, Brian, Paul, and Ling, no matter how powerful they are. I just don't like these characters." Bro said this and then went on to cause havoc with Anna. And then now in season 3, he is seriously considering LILI. But honestly, even though people like laugh and make jokes of this, and I think it's kind of funny as well, I personally think this is what you should do. As a pro player, you have duties, responsibility. This is your full-time job. You have sponsors, people counting on you. Some streamers, sometimes they will even take donations from their viewers on stream to make it to these tournaments. So for you to not go to the tournament with the most dicey, diabolical game plan imaginable, you're kind of selling yourself short. And so Arslan going back on this tweet and playing some of the characters he said he never would, not only does it show his growth as a player, but it also shows why he's the best. Because even when he doesn't like a character, once he identifies that character as the path to victory, he will figure it out. So all of this conversation around Arslan playing LILI and the top players playing LILI resulted in this story here. It says, Arslan eyes LILI as the top pick for EVO Japan 2026. The 7th time EVO champion and Tekken World Tour 2023 winner announced on X that he's tested Emily de Rochefort, for those you don't know, that's her real name, after season 3 March 17 patch to boost her back turn options, stance options, and wall pressure. LILI now ranks 4th in top level usage, and Arslan's early tier list placing her in S tier alongside Dragunov, Law, and Brian. While some skeptics note her execution demands and matchup issues, like Skipify celebrated Arslan's endorsement. We still have some time before EVO Japan get here, so this isn't set in stone, but this is just what's happening currently generally in the world of Tekken when it comes to which characters are dominating and which characters' usage and win rates are changing because of it. As I finish recording and editing this video, the conversation surrounding LILI not only kicked up once more, but it spiraled to an insane degree. This says Tekken 8 Pro Fate calls out LILI's overpowered buffs. Enhance LILI's back turn stance with transitions like forward 1+2 and down forward 4-4, boosting her sidestep game, homing attacks, wall pressure. Looking at the tweet here, Fate Tone says LILI is ridiculous right now, and I think it's part of the design philosophy too. She has the best movement in the game, but also strong offense. She has good mix-ups, back turn, all lows are -12, and a launching mid, hit confirmable homing move, and a back turn low heat smash. Her flip over wall into 50-50 with feisty rabbit, good range, counter hit tools, evasion, and amazing punishment. On top of all that, she now has a new mid into back turn stand that forces a situation mix up. I don't expect nerfs, but that's how a lot of Tekken 8 characters feel. If their identity was to make plays defensively or evade, Why do they have insane pressure 50-50s? You also have this tweet here which demonstrates her back turned low heat smash. As you can see here, she can duck the highs, and anything slower than 15 frame loses to her back turned power crush. So this is one of those things where it's supposed to be punishable, but it's not necessarily punishable because of the pushback involved and then that power crush being so quick. But this is just something that I want to add to the conversation because this conversation has spiraled.